tiempos de deterioro climático acelerado, en una ciudad en la que las personas de clase trabajadora son vistas como algo superfluo, con lo que se puede especular como si fuéramos mercancía barata de intercambio exuberante, lo anterior es una muestra de que las reuniones de este comité no han servido de mucho o básicamente para nada. Nos parece totalmente indignante que al mismo tiempo que este comité conjunto consultivo se reúne, se aprueben centros de datos para inteligencia artificial en la frontera, los cuales generarían una gran cantidad de contaminantes atmosféricos sobre nuestros acuíferos transfronterizos. Además, denunciamos que la inteligencia artificial desarrollada en los centros de datos se podría utilizar para tecnología de guerra, lo cual es totalmente inaceptable. Todos los temas de la agenda son importantes, pero consideramos que hay temas muy relevantes que no se están considerando o no se quieren considerar, y a favor de toda la comunidad de la región de Paso del Norte, que se está viendo afectada día con día por la terrible calidad del aire que tenemos. Atentamente, Alianza Ecológica Internacional del Río Bravo Grande.
What we've seen in the months since you all have met is that there have been 2 air quality permits submitted to the New Mexico Environmental Department. Those permits in total for natural gas plants just here in the fronteriza communities are set to produce almost 3 gigawatts of power. And while you all are working to improve air quality, they are set to emit almost 13 million new tons of greenhouse gases a year. Pollution doesn't know borders, not our state borders or our international borders. The right to breathe is a human right. You all are scientists, you're lawyers or experts. You know the harm that's coming with pollutants like this, and we please ask you to continue the conversation.
Proyecto Júpiter, meta quieren establecer en medio del desierto, despojando el agua de las comunidades. ¿Y qué hacemos? Financiarlas. Eso hizo el condado de Doña Ana. Y de aquí fueron funcionarios de este ayuntamiento a Las Cruces a decir que sí y a aplaudirles. ¿Qué es lo que está pasando? Que están violando los acuerdos de la paz. Están violando el adendo de 1996 con el que se creó esta comisión. No es posible, y es la encrucijada en la que estamos ahorita. Quedan 7 años de agua que es apta para consumo humano en los acuíferos.
Project Jupiter is not just another industrial project, it's an assault on our region.
How can this group genuinely gather to discuss improvements to air quality in our region when new methane gas power plants are being considered in both Doña Ana County and El Paso, Texas? How can we say that we're operating to benefit the community and the air quality?
Our children's future depends on real action, not empty promises. I recommend we stop the theatrics and start listening and stand with us.
Morning, my name is Annie Ersinghaus. I'm 24 years old, and every time I come here, I have to look the people in the face that have made a decision that will gravely affect my future. But decisions made to develop data centers are not based on community needs whatsoever. They are based on how easy it will be to use and abuse local governance. And you all fell for the trap. I would like to speak on Project Jupiter as well. My name is Nisha Mechanowitz. I am a local restoration ecologist. I was employed with the USDA for 9 years. You sold the county out to a couple of multinational tech giants, cumulatively worth $800 billion. You gave them an annual tax break of $228 million, an annual tax break of $228 million to a company that's worth $800 billion because they needed it, apparently, according to you guys. Are you willing to sponsor a meeting about Project Jupiter, or will you continue to play into the hands of these tech giants?
It's a very, very tired pattern when members of the community activists, ecologists, chemists, biologists, like myself, and many others become aware of a local issue and try to beg politicians to not use their lives and the lives of community members as figures on a cost-benefits analysis drawn up on a napkin.
I'm so angry that you supported and continue to support a company that plans on using us. As community members of a so-called democratic society who care about where they live and are eager to be invited to the table when there are huge decisions that will impact their future, we should have our voice reflected in your decisions. This is not what happened. This was unfair, and you know it was unfair.
There are those who speak against abuse of power and those who don't. I intend to make sure that the name Project Jupiter and any future data centers turn to political poison for you and for those who vote for it.
I hear you. And I've been hearing you for the last 6 months. Colleagues, commissioners, we've had a group of people come to every commission meeting for the last 6 months. As far as I'm concerned, I'm willing to meet with all of you, and I'm asking for Project Jupiter and Green LLC, Red LLC, Acama, Yucca, all of them to come together in a public meeting to respond to the questions that the top of this pecking order is asking for.
I'm new here. Most of you know I'm new here, but I have the same questions you do, and I'm with Commissioner Chaparro, and I'm willing to meet with you as well because I don't have the answers either. And I don't know that they've been hidden from me. I don't know what questions to ask.
Commissioner Gomez.
Yes, I have no problem meeting. All I ask is that this meet be respectful, because what we've been experiencing here, just like this morning, is disrespect. We sit here to be respectful towards you, and I want to be respectful. Pretty sure you would not appreciate that if I was disrespectful in any way towards you. One of the things my mom used to say when I was young is that if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Hearing 3 people say that, Chair, I'll work on scheduling with the partners. I assume that's Project Jupiter, Stack, and others, so I'll reach out to them, hearing that we have a majority that wants to do so. Probably looking out a little while, maybe a month, so we have ample time to get people there. Excuse me, I'm a little under the weather. So I'll circle back with each of you and check your availability. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Scott. I'm asking that we don't have specific calling out of commissioners. This is a generic public input.
So mutual respect and understanding is what you both called for. That was what was asked of us. Gloria, do you think, and this is part of my public comment, do you think you acted with mutual respect and understanding when you didn't even show up in person for the historic vote on a $165 billion project? Manny, you claimed on KRWG that we want to be out there having these discussions. What discussions have happened? The only reason you guys are having a public meeting is because we were here and we were making you guys uncomfortable. We shouldn't have to be here at all asking you to do your jobs. And Project Jupiter is willing to play loosely with the numbers. We cannot, and neither should you, rely on their numbers, especially knowing that they have already admitted and lied about the project thus far and continue to do so.
Showing up for public comment this way is not dialogue, as you so desperately seem to want to invite. It's not respect, it's not materially meaningful, and we still haven't heard anything about that public meeting. We do expect it to happen within the month, as was stated on March 10th, that there are very, very meaningful voices that are being intentionally left out of this conversation, and that is the purpose of the public meeting. That is your responsibility.
You were able to reflect to us at the last meeting all of our concerns, but still did not give any answers to those concerns.
A decision was made based on information provided by the key stakeholder in this project, and not from actually listening to some of the other well-educated and well-informed people who are part of the public, but maybe are not part of Project Jupiter. And if we're going to have this open meeting I don't think it's a good idea to have Project Jupiter there because they're going to bring misinformation and they're not going to be honest and open.
My name is Lamaya Vaughn. I am a resident of Doña Ana County. I have been a resident here for 30 years. A large population of our residents do not understand what is happening, do not understand the possible ramifications of this project, and do not have any concept of the potential dangers that may befall us. The truth and facts should be very seriously considered before we move forward. Thank you very much.
In Abilene, Texas, OpenAI and Oracle backed out on an expansion that they were planning. So I don't see why we should trust these companies at all in our community. I want to know when that public meeting will be. Where will it be? Will it be another propaganda session led by Jennifer Bradfew and other fossil fuel developers? Because that's what she is. She's an attorney for a long time was an attorney for a fossil fuel company. Is it going to be another one of those community meetings, or is it going to be actually a dialogue and educational opportunity?
I'd like to share with you that I have also been asking for a meeting with Project Jupiter, and I did receive an email from our county manager saying that it was reasonable to have the meeting in June, which I think is unreasonable because that would give us another 3 months. But to wait another 3 months to have all parties involved and to have questions answered when they've been asking for 6 months already.
I appreciate your comments. And while I understand the desire to have a meeting with our private entities or community partners, however you would like to refer to them, we're trying to coordinate not just with the county, but also with the private entities. I would ask you, as well as the rest of the commission and the public, to have some patience with this. House, and I'll tell you, I did do my research. When people speak about data centers, they speak as if every data center is the same. You want to bring up things like XAI in Memphis as if that was every data center that's been around. At, for example, Loudoun County in Virginia, where there are over 200 data centers going back to the late 90s. Data centers aren't anything new in the country.
I spoke to somebody that He was renting his house out, and he put it on Facebook, and people from Oklahoma called him and said they have a job here with Jupiter. So he rent out the house to that people that came from Oklahoma. I believe people from out of town are coming to these jobs. They already have their people, and they're not from here. They're not local.